The first thing is, why do we eat? And what do we eat? We eat usually what people are familiar with is protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals. And then it goes through our digestive tract, and these things in the cell. So this, and this, and this, these are mitochondria. And what they do, so we eat so that we have energy to be here today, right? And these things, I think, are insulin receptors to get them into the cell.
Is that the stomach?
So this is our large intestine, that's our small intestine, that's our stomach, but the kidneys are behind it, that's a liver, and lungs, and might be a pancreas in there somewhere.
What is the blue thing?
This?
Yes.
Oh, that's like the nucleus of the cell, the middle.
Oh, that's a cell.
With the DNA.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cell. And you see this membrane is very important. Yeah. Yeah? So we eat to create energy. And the question is, what are we eating? So that we can have as much energy as we need to do whatever we want to do. In order to create energy, we need to breathe. We need oxygen that helps us to have energy. We have the fuel and the oxygen to create energy. When we do that, this is a natural process. It's called oxidative stress. It happens to us every day, every time we eat, every time we're digesting food. It's just a normal part of living. The question is, can we make sure it doesn't get out of control? And the best way to eat is to keep it within a reasonable amount, just enough. Don't get scared with the chemistry thing, but it's a very important concept that I want to show you. So this is an apple, right? And you see one is fresh and one is a little brown. So that little brown means the oxygen has gotten into it and it's turning brown. It's kind of like rust. We're rusting from the inside. That apple is sort of rusting. You see rust, it's usually brown. Now this one is an atom. So there's an atom and these things circle around it and it's called a molecule. And in that cell we had, there are lots of molecules and lots of atoms. But the whole point with the electron, so every single atom, this is how things happen in our body with these electrons that go around every atom. The only thing you need to know is oxidative stress will take away an electron. And what electrons want to do is they want to pair. Like humans, we like to pair. They do too. A positive and a negative, or two neutrals. It's just important that they're paired. When there's oxidative stress, there's one missing. Okay? So I think you got that, right? Good, we got some nods. That oxidative situation is the root cause of every single disease we have after birth that's not genetic. These chronic diseases that everybody has who is eating the standard American diet. Because, you'll see later, because the foods we're eating don't have enough of those things called antioxidants to help mitigate too much oxidative stress. And when you have too much oxidative stress, you have inflammation, and you'll see more about that in a second. So, what is good health? Can you yell out to me what symbolizes good health to you?
Having enough energy to do what you want to do.
Great.
Feeling rested.
Yes.
Exercising?
Yes.
Sleeping.
Yes.
Just basically feeling well
Like
and
good
not under
digestion?
stress.
Great.
Pooping?
Absolutely. You want to be able to take out the garbage, which is what that is. Anything else?
Happy.
Happy. Your mood. Absolutely. Anything else? Good enough.
Living a good life.
Sex.
Hey, long live the good. Okay. So let's say orange. This is a lemon. You squeeze a lemon, the lemon goes onto this apple and it preserves it. That lemon is donating an electron so that that molecule with the free radical is no longer a free radical. Now, when we were growing up, radicals were peace hippies, right? Or there was the White Panthers, which were question authority. That was me. And then there were the Black Panthers, who were about civil rights. But this is just a free radical. Free living, free love. Not a good thing, though, in our body. We get them. They're part of the digestive process, but we don't want it to go out of control. And if we don't have the antioxidant to mitigate the oxidation, it will go out of control.
Are we supposed to squeeze lemons on ourselves?
You can. It's a symbolic of what happens in our body, just so you can get a picture, get an idea. Okay, these are the places where you get the antioxidants that will donate the electrons so that you will not let the oxidative stress get out of control, so that you don't have too much inflammation. The first one is antioxidants, and they come from plant foods. They only come from plant foods. And the best place to get them is from whole plant foods. Food, what does that mean, a whole plant food? Food as grown in the ground, you can identify it. A potato is from the ground, a stem is asparagus, a flower is broccoli. You get the idea. Vitamin A, C, and E is the immunity triad. And they're best from food. Please do not take a supplement because it's harmful. And you can get cancer from supplements of vitamin E and beta carotene. Please do not take supplements, okay? It's only from food. Whole plant foods. Okay. Now, can somebody name a whole grain for me?
Millet,
Millet,
rice,
rice,
oats,
oats,
quinoa,
quinoa,
teff,
teff,
spelt,
spelt,
wheat.
Virginia, right?
Yes, that always good.
Got your name. I remember now. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you.
I love them all. So
Okay. The American food supply relies very heavily on white flour. Why is there only one person who can name those? Because it's so foreign to us, but it's so health promoting. If you could just learn to just buy it, bring it into your kitchen. I soak them for 12 hours because that's what I prefer, but you don't have to. And you rinse the water twice, every 6 hours. But you don't have to. Why do I soak it? Because it helps to make the bioavailability of the vitamins and minerals in there become when it's soaked. But you don't have to. You can. So quinoa actually cooks in 1 minute in a pressure cooker. Okay? I mean, it takes time to go up and down, or you can just put it in a pot with some water for 20 minutes. And my favorite way to make quinoa is with some turmeric and black pepper for anti-inflammation. You need the black pepper with turmeric because turmeric really isn't absorbed well, but like the hormesis thing, the black pepper is a little bit of an irritant, and it stimulates the body to take up the curcumins, which are the phytochemicals, we'll get into that in a second, from turmeric. So plant foods have these plant chemicals that they make because they're standing there, they can't walk like we can, right? They have to stand and defend. So they create chemicals to defend themselves against insects, the weather, you name it, bacteria, viruses, everything. And when you eat that food protects you against the same things. Okay? And that's why whole plant foods are so important. They created them and they're helping us. Why not? I'll take it. I need the help.